And we got the Pentagon. Now, they're releasing video footage or evidence in regards to UFOs. Now, a lot of people feel uncomfortable when they have to acknowledge something that is outside of their normal belief system. You know what I mean? A lot of individuals are venturing from one extreme to the other. I want to clarify this real quick. People are either saying that extraterrestrials are real and they made us, and those are our real gods, and those religious people or spiritual people that believe in other things are just unrealistic because extraterrestrials are really what God is and they created us. And the other extreme aspect of this is the religious aspect, saying, no, God created us, God exists, we're the special chosen creation of God. There is no extraterrestrials. Indicating or insinuating that there is extraterrestrials is going against God, bro. And there's only God and there's no extraterrestrials, so there's one extreme or the other, right? There's only God, aliens can't exist, or extraterrestrials exist, and they are practically God because they made us, and therefore God can't exist. It's one extreme or the other. In order to develop a balanced approach and utilize logic and discipline and deductive reasoning, people have to evolve past their false entitlements, their character defects, their insecurities. You know, that's not what our society encourages. That's why everything usually ends up venturing toward one extreme or the other instead of a more logical, balanced approach. Now I'm going to explain to you how I can personally, I'm not trying to get too heavy on people, I'm not trying to discomfort them, I'm just saying how I, in my opinion, can prove that there is both, okay? Now, space is ever expanding, it's infinite. Conceptual physics don't apply to space, okay? It is ever expanding, the universe. So that means the mathematical odds of there being an extraterrestrial organism or form of life elsewhere throughout the universe, the mathematical odds are infinite. It's pretty much guaranteed. Space or the universe is ever expanding, therefore the mathematical odds of there being life elsewhere are infinite. It's pretty much guaranteed. Now, through science and math, we've proven that there are multiple planes of existence, okay? There's a spiritual plane, man. I know people don't like to acknowledge these things, but even science and math proves there's multiple planes. There's forms of energy that our scientific community has yet to label or understand fully. It is what it is, man. There's more to life than what we see and touch. Now, within the wilderness, the mountains, the woods, the desert, a spiritual plane, regardless of what we're talking about, there's going to be a natural order. There's going to be an apex, a pinnacle, or an alpha, whatever terminology, God, whatever terminology you want to utilize, man. That's the natural order of anything in any plane. So I just basically, in so many words, prove to you that God, you know what I mean, and extraterrestrials almost inevitably exist. But people are so stubborn and prideful and insecure, and distracted. They can't really put their thumb on anything or admit or accept that, hey, there's more to life that's beyond our understanding or explanation right now, and that's okay to not be the center of the universe and have everything labeled and understood and to be entitled and magical and superior, and you know what I mean? That's just, come on, bro. That's a fairy tale, homie. Mankind has distorted and put their spin on things for their own personal gain throughout history. That's why everything's so inaccurate and extreme. For instance, a good example is how we took this land from the Native Americans real quick. It's uncomfortable, all right? So you got one extreme or the other. You got one extreme basically saying, hey, everybody conquered and raped and pillaged. Everybody stole land at one point in time. You know what I mean? And that's just the way things are done, man. You conquer, you steal, you rape, you kill, and you take things. That's just the way things are always going to be. It's crazy as hell. That's one extreme. Trying to justify past atrocities, thus guaranteeing we're going to recreate them, instead of simply acknowledging what they are and vowing to not recreate them and evolve past them, and to unite and evolve alongside each other, and to live in a sustainable fashion for what is fulfilling and paramount. Our planet's not magically invincible. Living for blood diamonds and Xanax and designer clothes, maybe a child labor, and holding on to these extreme viewpoints, it's not working, bro. It's not fulfilling. And the planet's not magically invincible. That's why it's being destroyed. That's why people are on antidepressants, alcohol, anti-anxiolyticals, dope. 85-90% of our entire population strung out. That's fucked up, bro. But that's the reality of it. You don't gotta dwell on any of this inconvenient shit. You can learn from it and liberate your mind, and identify these traps, identify these world-destroying cycles, identify how there is more to life than what we see and touch, and liberate your mind and soul. It brings a purpose to your life. You're not the center. Life doesn't revolve around your random satisfaction anymore. It's so much better than that, homie. It's so much more comprehensive. You know what I mean? And expansive. It's not so limiting and meaningless, homie. You don't just try to satisfy yourself and then die a pointless death. Nah, you continually learn from your mistakes and acquire a point to your existence or purpose and stand against evil and the planet's destruction, homie, and earn your right to be on this planet. There's nothing more rewarding or fulfilling than that. Real shit. Let me know what you think of the situation, man. Hit that notification button, though. I made this video in regards to the video evidence that the Pentagon's releasing regarding extraterrestrials and the feelings that that's going to basically bring up in people. A lot of crazy feelings and discomfort and illogical tendencies are going to manifest within people instead of logic, discipline, deductive reasoning, and unity and solution, homie.